In this video, we are going to talk about 10 most dangerous disasters in human history. So, before starting the video, please like this video. Do subscribe and turn on the notification to our channel for future updates. Nearly 60,000 people are often killed worldwide each year by some of the deadliest natural catastrophes, including earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, tsunamis, floods, wildfires, and droughts. Number 10. The AD 1138 Aleppo Earthquake. On October 11, 1138, tremors started to be felt beneath the Syrian city of Aleppo. The city is vulnerable to tremors because it is at the meeting point of the African and Arabian plates, but this one was exceptionally destructive. Although the exact size of the earthquake is lost to history, chroniclers of the time noted that Aleppo's citadel and many of the city's homes collapsed. The historian who reported the death toll may have confused the Aleppo earthquake with one that occurred in what is now the modern-day Eurasian nation of Georgia. The death toll is estimated to be around 230,000, but that number comes from the 15th century. Nevertheless, this alleged death toll ranks this incident as the 10th deadliest natural disaster ever. Number 9. The Tangshan Earthquake in 1976. The Chinese city of Tangshan was destroyed by an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.8 at 3:42 in the morning on July 28, 1976. Over 240,000 people lost their lives at Tangshan, an industrial city with a population of about 1 million at the time of the accident. Although this was the reported death toll, some experts believe that it is significantly understated and that the actual number of fatalities was probably closer to 700,000. 85% of Tangshan's buildings fell, and earthquakes were felt more than 100 miles away in Beijing, China. It took several years for Tangshan to be reconstructed to its former splendor. Number 8. The AD 526 Antioch Earthquake. A definite death toll for the Antioch earthquake is difficult to find, as it is for any catastrophes that occurred millennia ago. Approximately 250,000 people perished when a tremor struck the Byzantine Empire city in May 526. It is ascribed as the catastrophe to the anger of God and claimed that everything in Antioch that the earthquake did not destroy was destroyed by fires. Number 7. The 1920 Hyun Earthquake. On December 16, 1920, an earthquake that struck Hyun County in north-central China also shook the nearby provinces of Gansu and Shanxi. On the Richter scale, it was allegedly a 7.8, although China now says it was an 8.5. Additionally, there are differences in the number of fatalities. The death toll had reached as high as 273,400. It was estimated that there were 200,000 overall victims. Over 30,000 of these deaths were attributable to the large landslides that were caused by the region's heavy loess soil layers, which are a porous, silty material that is particularly unstable. Number 6. The Bengal Cyclone of 1839. In November 25, 1839, the Bengal Cyclone struck the port city of Bengal on India's Bay of Bengal, unleashing a storm surge of 40 feet. Like many storms that occurred before the 20th century, the hurricane's category and wind speed remain unknown. Along with 300,000 estimated lives lost, about 20,000 ships and vessels were sunk. Number 5. The Haiti Earthquake of 2010. One of the 3 deadliest earthquakes in recorded history was the horrific magnitude 7.0 earthquake that rocked Haiti on January 12, 2010, just northwest of Port-au-Prince. Since Haiti is one of the most impoverished nations in the Western Hemisphere and has only seen a few significant earthquakes, it is particularly vulnerable to damage and casualties. 3 million individuals may have been impacted by the earthquake. Estimates of the death toll varied widely. Initially, the Haitian government put the number of dead at 230,000, but in January 2011, they increased it to 316,000. Number 4. The Bola cyclone of 1970. On November 12 to 13, 1970, this tropical storm made landfall in what is now Bangladesh, East Pakistan. The storm had winds that reached 130 miles per hour, which is the equivalent of a Category 4 major hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale. Before it reached shore, a storm surge measuring 35 feet poured across the low-lying islands around the Bay of Bengal, causing extensive flooding. The storm surge and the failure to evacuate led to a high death toll of between 300,000 and 500,000 persons. Number 3. The Shanxi Earthquake of 1556. China's Shanxi province was struck by the deadliest earthquake ever on January 23, 1556. According to the Science Museums of China, the quake, known as the Jiajing Great Earthquake for the emperor whose reign it happened in, destroyed a 621 square mile portion of the nation. As the Yaodong, or cave dwellings dug into the region's loess plateaus, fell, an estimated 830,000 people perished. The actual size of the earthquake is lost to history, but geophysicists of the present day estimate it to have been approximately magnitude 8. Number 2. The Yellow River Flood of 1887. Thanks to a series of dikes constructed to restrict the river as it flowed through the countryside of central China, the Yellow River in that country was perilously located well above the majority of the land nearby in the late 1880s. These dikes had accumulated silt over time, progressively raising the river's elevation. 5,000 square kilometers of low-lying country were submerged in September 1887 as the river rose due to severe rainfall, spilling over these dikes. Number 1. The Yangtze River Floods of 1931. The Central China floods of 1931, the deadliest natural disaster in recorded history, were brought on by excessive rainfall over central China in July and August of that year. As spring snowmelt mixed with the more than 24 inches of rain that poured during the month of July alone, the Yangtze River overflowed its banks. Although NOAA estimates that as many as 3.7 million people may have perished, current government estimates place the death toll at around 2 million. So, that's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on our video? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification to our channel before you go. Thank you so much for